Hey guys,
Amon Amarth releasing new video, new song. Put your back into the oar. Oh, for a minute there, I thought I downloaded the wrong video. I thought this was Ice Cube. Put your back into it, or Lean Back by Fat Joe. I was like, fuck, did I download the wrong video? No, it's put your back into the oar. Wow.
I actually don't know what the oar is.
Neither do I. I'm not well versed in Nordic terms or Viking
Sadly,
terms.
I actually want to start getting more into that.
I know my 2% Norwegian needs to kick in at some point, and I need to get closer to my roots, my bloody
Your
roots.
bloody roots.
My bloody roots. All right, are you ready for some new AA?
Yeah.
All right, let's fucking do this. The seas are howling. Tale of death and glory. Oh, looks like an episode of Norseman.
Yeah.
Odin's ravens. Oh, I thought it was going to kick off again. They're going to sing Row, Row Your Boat. At least now I know what the oar is. Oh, I thought there was going to be some more to it. I just had to make sure.
Yeah.
That there's no hidden hidden.
It makes
clip
sense
there.
that oar would be the boat.
Yeah, it makes sense, but
Put
it
your
didn't make
back into
sense.
The oar.
Yeah. Well, now it makes sense.
Now it makes sense. Yeah.
But in the beginning, I was like, "What is it?" Well, I learned something new today.
That a boat is down.
My Norwegian ancestors would be a little bit more proud of me right now.
Yeah.
They were disappointed earlier.
I want these guys
proud
I want these guys in a Viking show.
like Vikings, or something along those lines.
Something along those lines. Maybe Norsemen.
Oh, fucking an episode of Norsemen.
These guys would be cool in an episode of Norsemen.
That would be so cool in an episode of Norsemen.
Totally. Like they're in the village and the cultural center is really popping.
And they're performing.
And they're performing in the cultural center.
Oh my god!
And then like a battle starts.
Raise your horns! Raise your horns! But
Yeah.
but like it would sound like Amon Amarth, but playing like with traditional instruments of the time. How funny would that be? Ah, fuck! Somebody needs to make this happen.
Either that, or if they want to be taken seriously in that, like, then Last Kingdom. That's a Viking show.
Yeah, technically that's also a Viking show. But I prefer the Norseman idea. Because I think that's fucking hilarious.
Norseman
They're going to
idea-
have to eventually open ground on the cultural center. So why not have
Exactly.
Amon Amarth there?
I think that's a good idea. That's actually the idea that I would want happening. But I would also want to see them just fighting, just like how they did in this.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
And I think them fighting would be more of a Last Kingdom thing.
Definitely. I don't know when the Viking show was around. I don't know why they didn't have... Because I know that there was a partnership with Grimfrost in terms of using like the horns and items like that in the show itself. So I don't know if any of the guys were on the show or not. I'm not sure. I don't know about it. I know Edge was on it, and he had a big role in it too, which I didn't really get. But you know, either.
I mean, he also looks. He played the part.
No,
well.
he looks the part, but he's not the part. It's not the part.
Nah, come on.
He doesn't have that true Norseman blood to be there.
So
I'm more Norseman than fucking he is.
you don't know about that.
I'm 2% Norwegian.
You don't know about that actually.
It's just like a fucking mungie cake. He's not. Give me a break. He's from Scarborough. Why the fuck were there Vikings in Scarborough? There's no water to be seen. There's no Vikings in Scarborough. It's fucking Scarborough. We got Jagmeet Singh and that's about it. Fuck, that's all Scarborough has given us. Glorious Jagmeet Singh. Anyways, we're getting sidetracked here. What did you think of the song, though? Never mind, the video is... I enjoyed the video, the whole thing. I enjoyed the video.
I enjoyed when, in slow motion, he just lightly tapped his sword on the guy's helmet and he fell and died. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, they killed everybody, but then, I mean, they were killing everybody. How the fuck did they all die in the end?
I don't know, man.
Did they turn on each other?
But I'm pretty sure that the skull that the guy picked up at the start was his.
Yona Heg's skull?
Yeah.
Well, that would kind of make sense.
Makes sense in the end.
Because then he shows up in front of the tent.
Because the blood was coming from, like, the back of his head.
Yeah, there was a
that's
hole
where
there.
That's where the hole was.
Yeah, all right. CSI, Norway, whatever, Sweden. Can we move on to the song now? All right.
The song is just Amon Amarth, dude. I mean, these guys, their DNA is
That
very
guitar
potent.
I know. They have that Viking DNA and everything that they do. That guitar riff, that's Amon Amarth, right? I don't know about you guys, but maybe those of you in North America, if you listen to Liquid Metal, they have a show there where people call in and they try to do trivia. And
Yeah, we've talked about this before.
Do you remember the name of the contest?
Into
the Trivia Pit.
Into the Trivia Pit.
And there's a portion of that show where they play 2 seconds of a riff, and you need to guess the song.
Or the band.
It's the band and the song. You have to guess the band and the song. With Amon Amarth is really tricky, because the moment you hear 2 seconds of a riff, you know it's Amon Amarth, but I'm not sure if you can tell which song it is. You need a little bit more than 2 seconds. But what I'm trying to say here is that they have such a specific guitar tone and the way they deliver that 2 seconds is all you need to know that, okay, this is Amon Amarth.
Also, their run-of-the-mill Amon Amarth song is still better than some, like, other bands' like greatest song. That's what I'm like.
Their average song is better than somebody else's greatest. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. I don't know why other bands that I know are good, sometimes they have a very like average, like a song that's very safe. Yet it doesn't.
This song is technically safe, but it's still fucking amazing.
But it's still amazing.
It's still amazing.
Like, I was gonna go down a path. That
you were gonna talk about Sabaton?
Yep.
All right, I knew it.
Listen.
They're all Swedes, so you got to treat them all nicely.
Exactly. But run-of-the-mill Sabaton song compared to a run-of-the-mill...
Oh, there's no fucking comparison. Are you kidding me?
Because the Safe Sabaton song we've heard a million times. But even though we've heard stuff like this a million times over, it still feels so fresh. It feels like it's the first time I'm listening to the band again.
Makes me want to put my back into it.
Exactly.
Whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, but I want to put my back into it. You know what I mean? This Amon Amarth, they have this ability of not being able to make bad songs. Like you said. They don't. This song is fucking phenomenal. I love it. I love the sound.
Their worst song is better than some bands' best songs.
You said that already, like
at least 3 times.
One, yeah. At least 3 times. But
I had to clarify.
Okay, you're just emphasizing now.
Exactly.
You're just not kicking them while they're down because they're not down. You're putting them on the pedestal. You're just increasing the size of the pedestal.
Okay.
That's kind of what you're doing. You're putting them on a pedestal. So, anyways, I love this track because it has that DNA Amon Amarth sounding chugging riff, perhaps a little bit more melodic than usual because I think sometimes it's a little bit even chuggier than this one is, but it's still that Amon Amarth fucking flavor that I love. It's like the ketchup on my chips, which is something apparently that only exists in Canada. So I don't know, they don't have it in the US, ketchup chips. So love that shit, and then you put Jonas Hegg vocals on top, like
the guy.
To me, when I think of Vikings, I think of him voice wise.
Yeah.
If I went back in time and there was a Viking that sounded like Mike Tyson, I think I would be like, what the fuck is going on here?
We're gonna go and kill that guy over there.
We're gonna kill that guy over there. Like, what the fuck? When I think of Vikings, I think of his voice. His voice to me is the voice of Vikings. That's what we need. Like, fucking amazing. It doesn't go off the beaten path.
Oh, fuck. Imagine, like, in Norsemen, they get attacked, and they're on stage performing, and then they stop, and then he's like...
You're going back into the Norseman
I'm going back, but I'm just thinking about, like, what if Odin was like, oh, what are we gonna do? And then he pulls out, like, the gurgling type scream to, like, have everyone attack. I don't know, I feel like it would play in a very comedic way, and it would also just be
almost
amazing.
like a Monty Python skit.
Yes.
Well, that show is very Monty Python, to be honest
with
you.
It is.
So,
yeah. But I was just imagining it in my head and how cool it would be. So I'm really hoping.
Right now, I'm re-listening to this song in my head right now.
Oh, for me, it's just his scream. I swear, when I sleep sometimes. When I sleep sometimes.
When you sleep, what do you mean when you sleep sometimes? Are you a vampire?
Sometimes.
Sometimes when I sleep, most of the times I don't, but sometimes when I sleep.
No, but.
You see the weirdest things.
I do. I didn't mean it like, actually, what I meant was, like, I should put, like, a clip of his, like, you know how in most Amon Amarth songs there's that yell for like, that Viking call.
Yeah.
Right.
I think every song has that.
Every song has that.
At some point in time, every song.
There's always a Viking call, and that Viking call. That
it could be for different things. It could be a call to arms. It could be a call to row. Exactly. It could be a call to build a boat. Whatever the call is.
The thing is, his voice is so good. It's so fucking good, and I think that would be a perfect alarm for me
to wake up
wake up to. And even if I don't wake up, it's gonna trigger a dream. Me hearing it, like in the real world, it's gonna trigger a Viking themed dream.
Oh wow, we've
gone into the dream realm here.
We're totally off the beaten path here. Totally off the beaten path, but it is what it is. Anyways, I love this song. It's Amon Amarth. I wasn't expecting anything else. I wasn't expecting anything more. It's Amon Amarth, and if there's one, but there's. I'm gonna
safe band.
Okay, I'm gonna throw another band out there, and I hope Amon Amarth for the rest of their lives they continue to be who they are, which is Amon Amarth. I want Amon Amarth to be the new Slayer. All right, Slayer never reinvented the wheel. The Slayer of old, the Slayer of new is still fucking Slayer.
Still Slayer.
Still fucking Slayer. There's a band that was like, this is what we're gonna do from day one all the way until the day we stop doing it. And doesn't matter what genre is popular now or what trend is going on now, whatever. We're fucking Slayer and we're just going to be fucking Slayer from day one until day, like, 1 million. And I want Amon Amarth to be the new Slayer. Don't try to... I'm not saying that they are trying. I'm just saying, like, I hope that they never do. Just do what you do. Do those fucking riffs that sound like Amon Amarth from the first note with those vocals that are, to me, the voice of Odin.
Yeah.
The voice of Odin. And then you pack with a bass in the drums that just give that... The bass in the drums on Amon Amarth songs, it feels like the thumping of warriors.
It does.
That's what it feels to me. So you
the
have
beating on shields.
on the beating on shields. So you have the drums and the bass that feel like the thumping of warriors or the beating on the shields, and then on top of that you have the guitars that are the melody, and that melody is Odin's ravens flying through the army of Vikings that it's ready for battle. And then up front you have Jonna Hegg's vocals, which is the captain, Odin himself, conducting the troops into battle. That is the image in my mind of Amon Amarth. That's the image.
And I want that to stay.
And I want that to be the image forever.
Yep. These guys are, in my opinion, they're one of the safe in my wheelhouse. They're the safest band in my wheelhouse. That it doesn't matter what song I listen to, I'm gonna enjoy it.
100%. I'm with you 100%. 100%. There was other bands that used to be that way, but no, not so much anymore.
And let's hope that these guys stay that way.
100%. Let's keep our fingers crossed. All right. On that note, fellow Vikings, fellow Norwegian Vikings. Hey,
they're not Norwegian Vikings.
No, I'm not saying them. They're Swedish Vikings, but I'm talking about my Norwegian brothers.
Okay.
They're my cousins. They're from Sweden. They're my cousins. Let's keep those horns up high.
Okay.
All right. On that note, guys, we'll see you in the next fucking video.
See ya.